Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be another weekly recap. So I'm really recording these videos as a kind of a timestamp for myself to figure out where I am in my process and to go back and review these. I have a terrible memory and it's so easy for me to forget that I'm actually making progress with my puzzle work and artwork. And so this is just a way for me to review what I'm doing and see if it's improving at all. And I also think it could be beneficial to others. So that's really my goal for these videos. If you get something from it, great. Subscribe, and I should be doing these weekly just to kind of show what I'm working through during the week. I also have a newsletter. So if you see something and you're like, oh, I actually love puzzles and I actually want to buy a puzzle, I share those in my newsletter. Anything that I have for sale will go to the newsletter. So you can go to hellofairytale.com and there's a link at the top to subscribe to my newsletter if you're at all interested. I will put that link down below as well. Okay, let's get started. So I decided at the beginning of this week that I really struggle to make my own artwork, but it's really important to me to make my own artwork. But I decided maybe I could support a different artist and buy some watercolor eggs. So I bought some off of Etsy, no AI, lady from Spain who does watercolor and paints everything herself. So I ended up coming up with a collage of eggs, which is very much the style I like to do for some of my hand cut puzzles, because I can do these little dropouts so that when they connect, you have these little holes, and it's very unique and I think very interesting that way. So I bought these eggs, I printed them, and then I started to cut them. And so here is the progress I have for the hand cutting. So you can see here's my hand cutting on my scroll saw and kind of where I'm at. And this one's a lot brighter. I had to tweak a lot of the UV settings. So here's where I'm at here. And then that evening, I spent $12 on them. It's a great bargain, right? I decided, no, I cannot buy other people's artwork. It's wonderful. It turned out beautiful, but I just can't do it. I can't sleep at night if I buy someone else's stuff. So I'm like, they're eggs. I can do watercolor eggs. Like, this can't be all that complicated. So me and my brain, and arguing with myself and frustrated, I'm like, let me just do them on, let me cut them out with my laser, little tiny eggs, and I'll just do watercolor, and then I can just arrange them myself. So after arguing with myself and getting very, very frustrated, that's what I ended up doing. I just created a ton of these eggs. So then I just covered up the puzzle and I can't see it anymore. So then when I decided, I was like, okay, so I scanned in some of those, but then I decided, actually, this seems like a good digital process. So I ended up coming up with my own eggs, which of course I'm so much more happy with. But sometimes in that creative process, you just, I don't know, you have to get angry and annoyed with yourself. And so I wish I could support other artists, and I wish I could just be the person who runs out and does AI, but it turns out I just can't do it. I mean, I don't want to do AI, but I'm just saying it seems like a lovely way to not stress yourself out. So I ended up creating a new design. So let me show you my design. So here is my eggs, which I love. They took me a long time to do. I did them on the iPad. Well, they're a hybrid between iPad and the watercolor, but they were all finished on the iPad. And I think they're absolutely lovely. So that's my story. That's how I got where I got. And so maybe this will be a good reminder to myself when I'm like, I don't want to create my own artwork. Like, yes, you can go through this process again, but it's not going to work out. I think I just want to like hurry up the art process. And I get like, yeah, I just want an image and I just want to go print it and like, let me move forward. But apparently that's not how I work. So, so now I am in the process of hand cutting that one. So here's where I'm at there. And isn't this lovely that it just holds together? That's what I love about the hand cut ones over the laser ones. And then there's kind of the back. I'm doing this one much larger. This one is going to my mom. And so it'd be great for her not to have teeny, teeny, tiny pieces. And then here's what I have not cut yet. So there we go. I also tried to make a laser cut puzzle. I don't know if I just need a different laser, probably, but don't have extra money. But just, so this is the design. I decided not to paint it white because I thought it'd kind of be interesting to just show the wood through here. But this is slow settings. I cut 4 times through this, and look, it still didn't cut through. Like, what a big pain in the butt. Like, I mean, that's a lot of pieces, right? And I mean, a lot of them did, but that's not the point. They all have to. And then it's like, it's so hard when you're like, oh, this is what it looks like hand cut. This is what it looks like laser. I mean, the hand cut ones take me forever. I'm rambling. But it would be great to be able to produce a little bit faster, right, with a laser. I own a laser. That seems like a good goal. So right now, I think what I'm going to do is maybe try to aim in a more youthful direction. Like maybe these puzzles can be have a lot bigger pieces, and maybe I can aim to sell to target, sounds terrible, a younger audience that has, you know, an interest in larger pieces, because this isn't working and this is so stressful to me. So I'm going to try to do bigger pieces. Maybe that'll be helpful, and we'll go from there. So I think that's this week. I had a lot of like doctor's appointments and normal life stuff, so I didn't get as much done as I was hoping to, but it still was a successful week, and I still am happy, very, very happy with these eggs. So I'm hoping I can cut more, and we'll go from there. I hope you all have a fantastic weekend, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.